Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, The Wealthy Mindset. It's yours truly, Money Making Mitch. And as usual, guys, this is not financial advice. Please do your own due diligence and research. Today marks the 11th anniversary of NIO as a company. Yes, today, the 11th anniversary, 11 years. And it just so happened that they timed it perfectly for the earnings report. But also, its cumulative deliveries approach 1 million units. Boom! You heard that right. No one ever thought that NIO would reach that this quickly because it was only selling premium cars. And at that time, it was said that NIO is not competition to Tesla. It will never be. They are only in the high-end segment. But what they didn't realize is that NIO was also going to get into the sub-brand segment. But they first had to build their brand name. After building their brand name, we see what's happening now with Tesla. CNBC reported on it yesterday of how much market share the Chinese EV companies are stealing from Tesla. Interestingly enough, they did not mention NIO. But I told you guys, this is the way the game is played. Same as with SoFi Technologies when they bashed it. Same as with Amazon. Same as with Bitcoin. I remember when Bloomberg and CNBC bashed Bitcoin for years, called it trash. The same anchor was now talking about Tesla losing market share year over year. When I said it will happen 2 years ago on this channel, a lot of people said, stop bashing Tesla. You're just bashing it. Yes, they had no vision. Like Neanderthals, they had no vision. They didn't see the climate change coming for them. The electric vehicle maker celebrated the milestone on its mobile app today. It will release its third quarter earnings report later today. NIO's 1 million mass-produced vehicle is about to roll out the production line. A poster in an article on the NIO app showed that the company delivered a record 40,397 vehicles in October, bringing its cumulative deliveries since inception to 913,182 according to data compiled thus far. NIO was incorporated in Shanghai on November 25th, 2014, initially targeting the premium EV market. That's particularly challenging for a domestic brand because they were targeting the premium EV market. In China, where the Chinese always viewed as Chinese brands as inferior, of course, and at that time they were right in doing that because they had BYD, which is still pretty much junk. And the European cars, Mercedes, Audi, BMW, Volkswagen, a lot of the high end came from Europe. So in order to change that mindset, even if you had the best and you came up with the best like NIO did, they had to do the marketing and to bring awareness to that. And an unbelievable task. William Li managed to conquer it and change the mindset of the Chinese people. Initially targeting the premium EV market, that's particularly challenging. The company saw its 100,000 production vehicle roll off the line on April 7, 2021. When Tesla CEO Elon Musk congratulated it, calling it a tough milestone, but he laughed at it before that. Remember that, guys. On May 9, 2024, just like he laughed at BYD at one point. NIO celebrated production of its 500,000 vehicle on May 9, 2024. The company has now entered a multi-brand operation phase that Money Making Mitch said would come. It operates the NIO brand targeting the premium EV market, the Onvo sub-brand targeting the mass market, and the Firefly brand, which targets the premium small EV market. So it's targeting the small EV market, like the BMW ID and stuff, but yet it's premium. We all know the BMW ID is not premium, but yet the price point crushes the BMW ID. In America, BMW ID is like $45,000. Wrap your heads around that. The EV maker launched the Onvo brand on May 15, 2024. Excuse me, guys, and launched its first model, the L60, on September 19, 2024. The L90 was launched on July 31st of this year. The Firefly brand was officially launched on December 21st, 2024, with its sole model currently available hitting the market on April 19th this year. And we saw what it has done already in China, devastated that segment and the competition. Now flooding Europe, going into England soon, going into Australia soon, going into Latin America soon. Total domination is coming. NIO will release its audited financial results for the third quarter of 2025 in just a couple hours from now. During the third quarter, they delivered a record 87,071 vehicles, falling within its guidance. The deliveries grew 40.77% year on year and 20.84% quarter on quarter. The company's management will host an earnings conference call on Tuesday, November 25th, this morning, at 7 a.m. US time, and we all looking at the forward guidance. We all know the third quarter is going to be better than the second quarter, of course, but we all know that the guidance is what we're looking for that profitability, and it's coming. The earnings release comes as NIO enters a strong fourth quarter with all eyes on whether it can achieve its first quarterly profit under non-GAAP standards in the final quarter of this year. And we are sitting on a gold mine. Wait till you see my other video for today. It is unbelievable, the amount of money that we're getting ready to make. Of course, my YouTube channel does not dictate the share price of NIO. I cannot move the share price high or low because what I get, 2,000, 3,000 views if I'm lucky. Even if I had 20,000 views and I said, hey, we're pushing the stock, it will not move. It does not move in that way. I hope you guys found this video yet again to be informational, inspirational, and motivational. If so, guys, don't forget to hit that thumbs up because it's 1 million. It takes a long time to do these videos and the editing. And if you haven't yet subscribed, you might want to think about doing so, because in this channel we are waking up the middle class for the first time to get a major piece of the pie from the ground level up as to how the games are played on Wall Street. And like 50 said, we get rich or we die trying, guys.